Redman is in the building, of course. Jersey's finest, all about them bars, marijuana smoker. Hey, PSA announcement. I need everybody go support. That's right, support my fucking state, my city. Heritage Hip Hop, a New Jersey media source that celebrates New Jersey hip hop worldwide. Facts. And we are celebrating our legends right here, Jersey, baby. Please subscribe to Heritage Hip Hop on social media. That is Heritage Hip Hop on social media. Jersey, you know I love you. Jersey, you know we got bars and we got music and we got legends all day. And if you believe in Jersey and you love Jersey like I do, support that Heritage Hip Hop on all social media platforms. This is Redman and I approve this message.
Salute, peace, and blessings to everybody out there that's watching the Heritage Hip Hop Podcast tonight. You know we're more than music. We introduce you to your future favorite artists today while celebrating those that not only laid the foundation of this hip hop culture, but we bring you the new voices, the new faces, and your new future favorites that's going to make hip hop stay alive and well within our community and culture. Before we get into the show, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Make sure you follow us and support these artists. And if you like what you see, there's a Cash App right there. $ Heritage Hip Hop. Hit us, donate to us. Make sure, you keep this platform alive. This platform is birthed from the vision of Ralph McDaniels, who has been our inspiration from the beginning. And we pray to continue to not only build Heritage Hip Hop to be a legacy brand, but to celebrate hip hop, not only for today, but in the future to come. And today's episode is going to be a real fun one because who doesn't like pretty things? People like pretty cars, people like pretty jewelry, people like pretty girls. I remember there was a superhero group that it was made with sugar, spice, and everything nice. And then they got hit with Chemical X and they became the Powerpuff Girls. They were the prettiest little girls that would knock your ass out. Well, today I have a woman who not only rhymes, but she talks about not only keeping things pretty, but she also talks about the female side of life that most people take for granted. So today, we're going to not take it for granted. We're going to shed some light on some of these women that's out here, because while y'all always complain that somebody's always corny or somebody always showing their butt and they can't rhyme, let's get somebody out here on here who got a little bit of presence and who can actually rhyme. So without further ado, I'd like to bring her up to the stage. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Pretty P.
The biggest P, the only P, the prettiest.
So tell everybody where you're from and what you represent.
I'm from Long Island, New York. Strong Money Island. I'm a female rapper. The female rapper of the year, actually.
Oh, the year? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I won an award last year. I'm going to win it this year, too.
At the Long Island Hip Hop Awards?
Long Island Hip Hop Awards.
That's where Nam won his awards, right?
Yeah, that's my producer, yeah.
And there you go. Shout out to the family. Nam Nitty, what's good?
Shout out to Nam Nitty, rapper / producer. It's always love.
You know he won an award from Heritage Hip Hop as well?
Oh, did he? I had no idea.
See, Nam, you got to tell your artist you an award winning producer and artist, man. Stop. Y'all who win these Heritage Hip Hop Awards, stop playing with me. My awards
Well, my manager said she knew. She said, "Oh, I know already." Okay, well, I didn't know. I had no idea.
Put some respect on Heritage Hip Hop. So let's have a talk. Like, Strong Island is a very rich place when it comes to hip hop. When you talk about the history of hip hop, since you're from that land, what does that history mean to you as you represent it as a woman, especially because the female voice wasn't marketable in hip hop until the 2010s, maybe because people always shut the women's voice out. What does it mean to represent that land and then to be recognized in that land as well in this new climate of hip hop?
It means a lot, actually. It means more than a lot. It sucks that what they're doing to it, though. It makes me cringe. It makes me upset. It makes me want to rap even more, rap harder, disrespectfuler, because I feel like they paved the way for us and they really rap and they stood on business, and now they're applauding people who are coming on and rapping three of the same words over and over, and they're getting more of ovation than somebody that's actually coming on there really rapping. But it means everything. Yeah.
But you just you just talked about a style.
Yeah.
That's wordplay. So
Mhm.
people will flip words 1 or 2 different times. Method Man right now is killing the game with that. Capone and Noriega watch CNN. So CNN and you ain't CNN. Like that's where wordplay flips. Most times when we hear women rap in today's climate of hip hop, it's not about how they use the words, it's how they're selling the visual of
Yes.
their words.
Yes.
How do you take to that as the artist, as the person selling your words? How do you take to that, and do you use that to your advantage, or is that something you try to stay away from?
I mean, everything pretty around here. I mean, I don't. I do what I gotta do. Like, but I keep it classy. You understand? You said visuals, right? I keep I keep I keep it classy though. You know, I'm still respected. Like I'm still me.
And you got to be, because I mean,
Yeah.
let's talk life right now, right? Like I'm talking to a very established woman on the screen, y'all. There's only 3 things people are gonna buy for the rest of their lives. That's entertainment, sex, and death. So as long as you're entertained and we know that sex sells, you will catch the eyes and some of the ears of the people, but your longevity is going to be in your subject matter. Tell me,
So
how did you come to write what you write, and how did you know that people started catching on to what you were saying, not just how you were saying it?
are you talking about now or are you talking about in my past?
How about we just talk? Tell me what you think.
Well, in my past, I didn't write. I was 6 years old. My father is a rapper. My cousin General Stone is a rapper. They was writing for me. I'm 6 years old, 7 years old, rapping about stuff I didn't know, calicos, pedicos, stuff like that. My mom's upset. And then I got older. And everybody's like, yo, your voice, your voice, your voice, your voice. And got in a relationship, got out the relationship, and I wanted to talk about it. And they was listening. Everybody started listening, you know?
No, I respect that. But you know
Yeah.
what I hate? I hate how we let people control the narrative of
Narrative.
who we
Yep.
are
Yep.
and what our music should
Yep.
be.
Yep.
You know what I hate for you? I hate for you that there's no R&B to complement your music.
What do you mean by
Do
that?
you?
No.
I mean, well, you said when you said that people are taken away.
Yeah.
I say there's no R&B to complement your music because the mainstream of music industry has killed R&B to the point where
Oh,
everything
yes.
is hip hop filtered.
Yes. I
So
agree.
we don't get the emotion. We
Yeah.
don't with the grit. We don't get the feelings with the grit.
Mhm.
We just get the vibe
Right.
and the head nod.
Yep.
And I think for you, the R&B accentuates and highlights what you're saying and
Yes.
even how you're saying it. Do you
Mhm.
agree, and why?
Absolutely. I do agree because, for instance, I got one of my rapping songs, and then I do have an R&B song, and it's like me personally. All I need is a blunt and a little drink, and I could write. Right. When I listen though, I'm cleaning. I'm usually cleaning my house, and I got the music on, and I'm playing, and I want to listen more to the R&B than I want to listen to the rap.
Nah, I understand because I was listening to Bluff, right? And when I listen to Bluff, right, it's more than you telling somebody to come correct,
Yeah.
act correct. Nani, I'm on the
Yeah.
screen recording.
Plus. Hmm.
It goes more to that. It talks more to what's real and what's understood.
Yes.
And I think that's the major problem that people don't give females or women credit for. That we always talk about what they feel, but we never talk about what we understand of their feelings. Talk to me about that part.
I mean, I express my feelings. I got a love album where I was in love, and then he was cheating, and then we broke up, and I got stuck with the kids. I got multiple baby fathers. Then I got an album of what you bitches want. Pull up, like, you know what I'm saying? And then I got a song like I'm in love. Picture me outside in the rain. You know what I'm saying? So I got variety. So
We're gonna talk about that dysfunctional love project. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk because
that's produced by Nam Nitty, by the way. The whole thing.
shout out to Nam Nitty.
Yeah,
Secret
shout out to Nam.
Society. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
But we really have to focus on, well, this interview, I want to focus on 3 things.
What?
There's Baddie Culture, there's music, and then there's everything pretty. I'll let you decide. You're gonna run this interview because you know what? When you talk to people on podcasts, they always say, "Where are you from? How'd you start rhyming? What made you start rhyming? Who's your top five?"
Yeah.
I'm not that person.
Okay.
I like to dig into the heart of the person or the artist because I want people to relate to you and want to find you.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let you pick. Where are we gonna go first? Baddie Culture, music, or everything pretty?
Let's go to Baddie. Let's go in order.
Okay, so let's talk about Baddie Culture.
Okay.
What the hell is a baddie?
Baddie. My definition of a baddie is my team. My team are literally baddies. That's the names. You know what I'm saying? A baddie is they're clean looking because there's a lot of women that come out. They're not clean looking anymore. I don't know what's going on, but the hair is done, nails is done, their toes is done, everything pretty around here. So that's my slogan. That's mine. Like Pretty P and the Baddies. I was Pretty P and the Baddies before Pretty P went on Baddies. That's a fact.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Do you think hip hop and baddie culture hurts each other or they help each other?
No, they do a little bit of both. I would say it helps because us women gotta flaunt what we got to get what we want. I didn't say go all the way, but you gotta look a certain way. It's like image is everything. I tell my manager all the time, image is everything. Like because it takes me forever to get ready, and I know how I want to look. I know what men want to look at. I have cousins; they talk to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like it sucks. You know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, what I say, it helps, and then it hurts because they try to take advantage of you, if you're a woman. They try to take, oh man, almost every single. Respectfully, there's a lot of people that's watching, and probably a lot of people I worked with. Almost every person that I've worked with, man wise, has tried to play the field with me, and it's like, you know.
I get that, no, because that. Unfortunately, that's the American way.
Yeah.
But I want to ask you something.
That's the industry way, actually.
You're absolutely correct.
Mm-hmm.
I like comic books, right? And there was a comic book back in the day, a couple years ago, called Black. You ever heard of it?
No.
There's a picture of a man from every era of America, from the Civil War to the 1990s.
Okay.
And they were all in a criminal lineup. And it was a soldier, a gentleman, a civil rights activist, a Black Panther, to a hood dude, right? And they all were considered criminals because of their skin. The definition of a baddie has changed in every single era, just like the definition of a man as well. What era of the baddie do you represent, and what era of the baddie do you stand against?
I'm gonna start with what I stand against. Do I gotta say a name or do I gotta say just now? I mean, Sexy Red. I'm sorry.
It's all you.
Sexy Red. I apologize, but I'm totally against that shit. That is like, come on, where's the talent at? Like, we gotta just shake some ass and we get some attention. I'm not doing that. I want to rap. Let's rap. Let's go bar for bars. Let's battle. I'll knock her. I'll knock Ice Spice. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah. So I definitely, absolutely do not agree with that baddie era.
So that's the modern baddie era.
Yeah, that's the modern.
The one that was birthed out of love and hip hop.
I agree with the era of Foxy Brown and Remy Ma and Fat Joe and I mean, he's not a baddie and stuff, but I'm just saying that's my era. What I say? Even Cat Young. I got to bring it back a little to modern now too. Cash Doll, I respect her. I'm not even gonna lie. She's a lyricist and she do what she got to do. She look a certain way, but she is a lyricist. I really listen. I really listen, and she talks. Mm-hmm. But Missy Elliott, Eminem's not a baddie, but Eminem, oh my gosh, he just did a new track. It doesn't even sound like him. It's like, wow, it's not even. I don't really care for it because he was rapping. Now he's trying to come with the times, and I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I love him. I love Eminem, but yeah.
So you're with the women who have something to say rather than the music, who rely on their looks and have no message.
Yeah. I feel like you can do a song like that, but you need to stand on business. You need to you know what I'm saying? It's like, what am I listening to? Tell me what I'm listening. I don't care. I don't want to bump every day in the car. I want to. Sometimes I'm hurt. Sometimes I'm getting my heart broke. Sometimes my kids are stressing me out. Sometimes these bills is piling up. I want to hear different shit. I don't want to hear. I want to shake my ass in the club every day because I can't do it. You know?
Yeah, one of the funniest pictures I've ever seen is Ice Spice dancing, and she shook her ass on camera. She looked so bored.
Yeah.
And nobody was listening. They were
Yep.
just looking for her thumb.
Yep.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know what? Are you well versed in hip hop history?
Uh, uh, nah. I'm
Nah,
not gonna
okay.
lie to you. I'm so. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, that's okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'm here to teach. I'm here to teach you. So it's all good. There was Public Enemy, of course, right?
Okay,
They're from your land.
Public Enemy, yes.
And Public Enemy has a song called Revolutionary Generation. And in this song, there's a speech of a gentleman saying, Mary McLeod Bethune said the worth of a race is characterized by the value of its woman. And in a culture today where I'm not even gonna say a culture, it's pop culture, it's not hip hop culture, but in the industry today, the value of the woman has been so desensitized that her words aren't really what's being reached.
Yeah.
It's the presentation.
Yeah.
And so we lose the words.
Yep.
How do we get the words back? And how do we make sure the words are never lost in your
We
opinion?
gotta start supporting real artists. We gotta start supporting real artists, not people who got money, people who are shaking ass, people who are showing, people who got their body done. Oh, Jesus. It's like, let's support real artists. Let's support real rap. Let's bring back bars.
So I think that's a perfect segue into Let's Build. Let's Build, ladies and gentlemen, is the part of the Heritage Hip Hop Podcast where the artist says something so provocative that we stay on that subject for a minute and we really talk about it in detail. Because if you want to stay on bars, and we said we're going to go from Baddie Culture to making music, let's talk about some music. Let me go to one of my songs that I kind of listened to that made me go, when it came to you. It was called What You Bitches Want.
Yes.
Why that?
I was down bad for a few days. I had like the the flu, and then I got the virus right after. I like lost 10 pounds. I was like a little depressed. And there was this one female on the internet that was bashing pretty people. And I'm sick. I can't even come back. The 10th day, I told my manager, come over here. I'm recording. I'm about to get in the shower. I just need you to come record me. And I wrote that day. I was so pissed. I ain't gonna lie. I wrote that whole EP in like 4 days. Yeah. So that was one of the songs that I wrote though. Mm-hmm.
So they took you to your place then?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I respect that because at the end of the day, we all have to be taken somewhere to bring the best out of us. You know what I'm saying? Because if everybody likes you, then obviously you're doing something wrong.
That's a fact.
So when have you made a song that people did not like and you was like, man, F that, I'm gonna push myself, or my song is hot, and it pushed you to make your pen that much more powerful and the words that much more powerful too?
I wasn't liked. A song that wasn't liked. I haven't really had a song that wasn't. There wasn't one song that I put out that wasn't hated or no. I don't.
Okay.
I mean, I could tell you what song I personally don't like. I don't like a song when I first came back from being in a relationship for all those years and whatever. The first song that I came out with was "Get the Money," and somebody else wrote it, and I hated it. I could tell
It
you that.
wasn't you. It wasn't you.
Since then, I'm like, nah, I gotta do my own thing. I can't, and we've been running.
Why does it seem like somebody always has to write for a female and we can't let the woman talk for herself?
Because that's you. That somebody's always writing for a female.
But is that fair? Is that fair?
No, it's not fair. It's like, okay, I would say it's fair if the person got the delivery, the look, she got the whole package. Let's go. Who cares, But if it's not, I feel like, how can I say this?
Tell your truth.
I don't know. I just feel like it's just not fair. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. So look, let's take it to another level. All right. You have a song called "What We Doing."
Oh, yeah. What we doing?
Now, talk to me about that voice and why that's the voice that dominates the conversation.
Um, I was trying to be in love. I was dating and I just jumped back out after like not messing around for a long time, and I was feeling this. Ooh, I was feeling this one person, man. Well, I ended up being one of them for a little bit, but I was feeling this one guy, and I wanted to express. The only way I could express myself, I couldn't text him. I couldn't tell him face to face. I just went in the studio. And
No, that's fire though. No, that's fire. Because
I
you know
did.
what? Let me keep it real with y'all. I wasn't always the talkative person I am right now. Sometimes I used to be a little shy. I wanted to talk to somebody, and sometimes you wrote a little note. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Sometimes you had to find a way to
yeah.
get it out because it will burn inside of you, and it's hard to get the words out. And you know what's unfair with women artists? Sometimes it's hard for them to get the word out because somebody's always closing their mouths and telling them what to say. That's what I'm against. So I ask you this: what do you think hip hop is missing from the woman's perspective that it has not fully opened up to yet?
What I feel like it's missing. I feel like me. I feel like it's missing me. That's what I feel like. I feel like it's
That's
fucking
fair.
missing me.
That's fair. That's very fair. When I think of some of like the greatest females who rhymed or spit, I don't name the women you name.
Huh?
No, I don't think about Remy Ma. I don't think about Missy Elliott. I don't think about them. You know why? And I'm gonna tell you why. Missy is dope
Yeah,
because
Missy.
Missy has range.
Yeah.
But it has to be more to me than sex appeal, and it has to be more about how good you look. You know what I'm saying? One of the dopest females I've heard talks about chakras. Another female I've actually heard talked about how her son got murdered, and she deals with that as a mom. So she gives hip hop the other side of the game. Like, check this out. You're a mom.
Yes.
Congratulations and salute to your motherhood. That's a job that most people don't honor until it's too late. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I wanna support you. Moms have songs all over the world. How I love my mama. My mama always loved my mama. My mama. But you don't really have songs about girls who talk about loving their fathers or dads, period. And the only song that comes to mind is Daddy's Little Girl. And it's about her, how the girl grew up is going to be the woman she needs to be. And even though she's daddy's little girl, she's her own woman. So we don't really have enough of that. Why do you think hip hop shuts those stories out from the woman's point of view instead of giving us free range to get those from the artists that are making the music?
Because everybody care about this sexual shit. Nobody wants to hear that shit. I mean, I would love. Give that shit to me. I want to listen to them. Like, yo, who is that? I want to feature. You know, but they don't. Nobody else cares about them. They want to hear shaking ass, pussy. Oh, excuse my language. All the rest of that. They want to hear all of the up and above and put thumbs in everywhere else except them out. You know, you know. So I don't know. It sucks. It really does suck.
Do you blame strip club culture for that?
Strip club. Yeah, I do.
So
I do. Yeah.
all right, so let me change this to another way because I'm not going to down you or down women or down hip hop culture. What I'm going to say is the reason why I say R&B will highlight that is because it takes away that side of the game and brings back more of the emotion, the feelings, the brevity, the levity, even the pain that is in a person's life to make music possible. So where do you talk from, your pain or your joy?
I talk from everywhere. And there's no cap in my rap. Every single song I done went through, I done challenged, everything's real. There's nothing that's false in my songs. So I speak from wherever I feel like. Today I'm sad. I done had a terrible day today. I can't wait to get off so I can start writing. I got a lot to say. So that means I got to book a studio session. But you know, I just wherever I feel, like whatever I feel. I'm happy, I want to write some happy shit. Like, if I'm feeling sexy, I want to, you know what I mean? I want to go in there and talk a little bit of, you know? I'm feeling a little sad. I'm about to fuck these niggas, fuck these bitches. Excuse my language, you know? So I be all over. I be sad, I be happy, I be mad, I want to fight, I want to make love. Like,
no, I respect that.
mm-hmm.
But you know what holds a lot of this back is that most people in charge of the music are men, and men don't know how to market women.
Yeah.
So how do you put your music out so people can catch you, hear you, feel you, and recognize who you are and connect with you?
I've been pretty terrible, actually, how I've been putting my music out. I mean, my excuse me, my music goes on every platform, but I've been a little slow with YouTube. I got some videos on YouTube, but I've been definitely slow. But we market the shit out of it. We tag, we post, we like, yeah. But this new song, I don't know. I got a new song, Knock It Off. It just dropped. My video drops Friday the 13th. Knock It Off. We about to we're gonna really market this. We have like a video shoot. We're gonna be in the boxing ring. We just did a video shoot like outside, like, you know what's up. We're gonna do one on a baseball field. We all gonna be out there playing baseball. Like, we about to market the shit out of it. We gotta put some money behind it. I feel like if you hear it enough, you're gonna be wake up like, knock it off. You know, I got the sort. You know what I'm saying? That's when you know that's what it is. You know. And I got people tagging me like, knock it off. I'm like, whoa. I haven't even promoted it like that yet.
But that's fire though, because like I said, people will. I basically hate to say this. People will shit on a woman far more faster than they want to listen to her. Yeah. But and the music industry tells people all the time, we don't want to sign women because they're too expensive. But how do you put a value on good music when you haven't even give the artist a chance to make that music yet?
Yeah, that's a bad problem.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, how y'all liking this podcast episode so far? Leave your comments. Rock King said, "Yo, you sound like Remy." All right, that's a compliment, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But more so than anything else. So I hope you're enjoying this interview, because you don't make good music. I can't talk to you about no music, yo. I just can't. You know what I'm saying? This just be very boring. Like, so what's your favorite song? We're not doing that. We're gonna have a good time on here, ladies and gentlemen.
I appreciate that. I really do.
Oh yeah, because I listen to your music and we gonna talk. Because Lame is one of them songs that came from her Dysfunctional Kind of Love project that we really may need to dive into, ladies and gentlemen. So not only, like I said, we're talking Baddie Culture, we're talking about how to make music. We're going to talk about keeping everything pretty. It could be pretty ugly. It could be pretty light. But we're going to keep it that way, and we're going to go into it. So we'll be back right after this. We're going to pause, and we're going to get the people what they need. You good? I can't wait to see you when we get back. Here we go.
Where you get your hip hop from? Yeah. What's up? This Tribal Trigger Trench in the building. You already know. Nip, naughty.
Hey, Redman is in the building, of course. Jersey's finest, all about them bars, marijuana smoker. Hey, PSA announcement. I need everybody go support. That's right, support my fucking state, my city. Heritage Hip Hop, a New Jersey media source that celebrates New Jersey hip hop worldwide. Facts. Please subscribe to Heritage Hip Hop on social media. That is Heritage Hip Hop on social media.
What up, y'all, man? It's your boy Do It All, Pray Kelly, right here on Heritage Hip Hop, man. Look, man, let me tell you something. Make sure you support Heritage Hip Hop, because without these brothers bringing you hip hop, we're not gonna stay informed, man, the way that we need to stay informed, man. And they're not just giving you hip hop, man. They're giving you the heritage of hip hop right here, man. Yo, Kareem, I see you. Heritage hip hop, man. Let's do it. It ain't nothing like heritage hip hop.
Hey, welcome back. Oh, she changed the atmosphere. Okay. Welcome back to Heritage Hip Hop Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. We're with Pretty P. Everything pretty. Everything's pretty
around here.
So we're gonna talk about everything being pretty, because everything can't be pretty. It has to be a good time. It has to be a bad time. Like, that's biblical speaking. A time for pain, a time for joy, a time for peace, a time for war.
Yeah.
So
Everything
so
pretty until it's ugly, babe.
so let's talk
Absolutely.
about you going to war.
Mhm.
Part of being an artist is being tested and showing the people you belong. Tell
Mhm.
me about some of those times. What has happened?
Oh man, I done got this after this and disrespect, and I don't even know these females. Half these females, I mean, I heard of them. I seen what's going on, and they're not moving like me. They don't rap like me. They don't have any versatility like me. They're not putting money behind them like me. Like I don't know. I'm just doing my thing. I'm just rapping. Everybody want to fight. Like everybody wants to take it physical because I'm rapping and I'm spitting. Now they want to take it physical. Never heard of it in my life. Never heard of it.
That's
Mhm.
that's that's pretty bad because that
That's
means that
pretty bad.
we're still in a it's still pretty. We're taking it to a place where it does not need to be.
Hmm.
I'm personally sick and tired of every person of color and black person fighting to be recognized to entertain their master rather than saving the people with good music. And it seems like people are willing to go to violence to be chosen to be
Hmm.
the best slave for somebody to own them. That pisses me off.
Yeah.
What about music turns you on to it, and what about music makes you want to share it?
Want to share it? What do you mean by share it?
Well, you're making music, you put your music out, you're sharing your music.
Oh,
So
okay.
what turns you on to music and makes you want to put it out?
What turns me on is like not hearing good music. There was a time that I didn't want to rap because there was good music that was always playing. And then now I hear all of this mess. It's like I gotta make my own music, man. I gotta want to listen to myself. I want to hear with some other stuff that I'm going through. I want to hear the same thing. So
I personally feel the 90s was the best era for
yeah,
music.
oh my man.
The
And I was
90s
young.
was different. You
I
was
was
young,
young.
okay.
Even my
The
mother, even my
night,
mother was different.
okay. Look, then I believe because you know what? There was a time when people sampled music from the 90s and it
Hmm.
brought all the generations together. And then now that everything is going AI or straight up technical synthesizers and everything,
Hmm.
people are even losing the nostalgia factor, so the generation gap is getting wider.
Yep.
How do you use your music to bring people together when it comes to your music?
Because I just told you, I do everything. I rap about everything. There's nothing that I don't rap about. The only thing I won't do is drill. Mm-mm. But I rap about everything. There's nothing that you can ask me that I haven't rapped about. I done reggae, I done Spanish, I done Russian, we did um everything. There's everything. I've done everything. And then spoke about everything.
So versatility is one of the keys to your success. What style do you like the best for people? When people think of Pretty P, you want them to think of versatility, but what style do you want to be known for? If there is one that you want to be
Real
known for.
hip hop, that damn, she
Boom
spit,
back?
man.
You boom back?
Mm, nah, I'm a little bit more
Huh?
I guess modern.
More modern?
We can say modern, but not like this time. This time is like, but like I'm a little bit more. I just told you, like Foxy Brown, Lil
Yeah, that's the
Kim.
90s. That's the
Yeah,
90s.
I'm.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
I love that. I love that. When I listen to some of your music, right? Not all of it because I haven't heard all your music. But from the music that I do have, you hit a lot of chords that I don't know. You hit a lot of chords that made me sit down for a little bit, you know? And part of sitting down is recognizing the voice and recognizing the energy that comes with it. You have a lot of bounce tracks. You got a lot of energy.
Yeah,
So it seems like when people hear you rhyme, you want to make sure not only do you catch their attention with the music, but you're trying to catch their attention with the words. So
yeah.
what's
Mhm.
more important to you, to be listened to or to be heard, and why?
That's a great question. Wow, I've never really thought about that. To be listened to or be heard. To be heard. I want to be heard.
Talk
Yeah.
about it. Why?
I want you to know, like, I want you to know, like, what I'm going through. I want you to know that I could rap. I want you to know, like, damn, this girl got bars. This girl done been through some shit. Damn, this girl done, you know what I mean? That's this a rider. Like, I want you to know that I could really rap. So,
You know what's unfair again when it comes to artists like you?
hmm.
music is such a commodity that people take it for granted.
Yes.
And people don't listen to it. But your pen is the saving grace to not only the songs, but to the culture. Like, some of the best writers are not only musicians, they're also screenplay writers. They also write film and things like that, write books. I think from your story, your music is the add-on to a bigger play that maybe you don't see yet. Have you ever thought that?
Bigger play. I mean, no, I've been doing some different things. Like I'm acting tomorrow. My video, I got a video shoot tomorrow and I'm acting. We have a whole scene. I cannot wait for you guys to see, but I'm acting. So no, I do different things. I got a video on my Instagram, Jake from State Farm. Who the F is Jake from State Farm? And I'm acting in that too. A little different, you know? I do a little bit of everything. I model. I'm in a reality show as we start filming on the 25th. A little bit of everything.
I want more people to win. No, I'm lying. I don't. I wish some people would fail. I'm not gonna lie. I wish for more people to succeed rather than to win. What does that mean to you? As before I explain it.
To succeed is that they're getting the word out, that they're actually being heard, that they're actually making history. That's what I would say.
Success is birthed from the imagination of the person who dreams. Winning is defined by people outside of your dreams. So I don't want people to win because I don't want somebody to dictate your success. I want you to dictate your success. So I'll pray for more people to succeed because then you'll see your greatness and your shortcomings and how to become a greater or better person from it. And one thing I will tell you, women are always held back because their conversation is, I'm single, I'm in a relationship. He broke my heart, I love him. It's always that one thing. But there's other things that measure your character. Like you talked about motherhood, right? Because you got your children. Once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Then there's the woman that galvanizes the army, that leads the people to victory. I want to ask you a question, and this is not, it doesn't have to be hip hop related. It could be whatever you feel. Who are 3 of your most inspirational artists that contribute to you wanting to be or becoming the great artist you are?
Remy, I ain't gonna lie. Remy, right now, Cash Doll, because she is succeeding. She's past succeeding, actually. And not that I'm obsessed with her music, because she's actually a spitter, though. I'm not obsessed with her sound, but Glorilla. She's doing a little bit of everything. She's progressing on herself. She's working on herself. She's, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're a little bit inspiring for me.
Do you know Nina Simone?
No.
Nina Simone is one of the greatest artists that ever lived.
Okay.
And one of her most famous quotes is, the artist's responsibility is to make music reflecting the times in which they live in.
Okay.
When I think about an artist, I think more than what they rhyme about. I think about I'm gonna think more of what they represent. And one thing people who are short-sighted do to young artists and independent artists, they always tell you to make the music, but they're not telling you to live life so you can make the music. You feel what I'm saying? And when you live life and make music, it seems like it's more therapeutic and more inspiring than just making people dance and shake ass. You know what I'm saying? Has there ever been a moment where somebody inspired you and it made your pen go to the next level? And who was that person?
Yeah. I would have to say I think I would have to say my cousin General Stone. He's the reason why I started rapping. Like I said, him and my pops, but man, he's nice. He produces, he makes beats, he records himself. He is, man, he's everything, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, he is a lyricist though, and he could write something, he could write a freaking man, and he freestyles, and man, he's nice. Shout out to you, General Stone. He's nice. Yeah.
How do you want to inspire people?
I just want to. I want every and like I got so much going on. Like I'm a mom of 3. I'm in school. I work. I rap full time. I'm in the studio as much as I'm at work. You know, I'm trying to hold down a relationship. I cook, I clean. I want people to know like you could do this and you can still live your truth. You still could do what you got to do. And I'm rapping about it. Everything I'm rapping about it. I'm letting y'all know what I'm doing too, you know? So I want to inspire people like you could live your life and you still can live your life and pursue your dreams.
And that's why you're more important than the person who shakes their ass on screen.
Yes.
Because
Absolutely.
you know that, you realize that. And even by doing this interview, you're showing other people that don't look at me for the one-dimensional, know that I'm deeper than that. Yes. And that's why I want you to succeed and not win. Because when you connect with somebody and they feel that, they understand that, they see that, and it's something they can relate to, that's when the people hold you up as being something important to them. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not a Cardi B fan, but the album was good.
Man, I haven't listened. I haven't even listened to it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's all good, but you know why? I think it was good because whether she wrote for herself or somebody else wrote for her, it hit the points that was needed to be heard at that time.
Okay.
One song that you have that I think hit the point was Toxic Shit. Let me keep it real with you. No, let's keep it real. We all go through something with someone. This is what I believe. Love is relative, but pain is universal. And when everybody can go, I've been through that. Then you start talking to the souls of people.
Toxic shit.
I want to ask you a question. When it comes to the soul and the soul of music, how do you heal yourself to make music to prepare to heal others?
I don't heal myself. I don't really heal myself. I never really heal myself. And then it like digs because I want to make music, right? And I want people to feel this music and I want you to hear this music, but I'm not healed enough to put it out there, but I put it out there anyway. Like I just dropped the whole video called Reflections, and everything I'm rapping it about is my truth. Everything that I'm saying, from my mom to my kids to my brother being locked up, which he just got arrested tonight, and I'm still doing this interview. As soon as I get off, I gotta go get him up at it. You know, it's like this is my truth, man. You know, this is yeah.
But you are healing by just saying that.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I mean,
but you are. You are because you're being vulnerable, and that's hard.
Yeah, no, it is.
Let's be real pretty. Let's be real pretty. Let me smile. Let's be real pretty let's be real pretty for a minute. Listen. You ever heard of Edgar Allan Poe?
Yes, absolutely.
He's known for The Raven, right?
Okay.
Did you ever hear the poem he wrote for his wife? The prettiest thing a person could ever be is real. The most beautiful thing a person could be is vulnerable, because the goal is to be righteous. And Edgar Allan Poe wrote a poem about his wife where he said, "My woman doesn't walk on clouds. She has dirty ass feet." He says, "My woman doesn't have the face of a flower. She has a runny nose and her eyes droop. My lady does not have the skin of pearl. She has wrinkles." He took the beautiful and the reality and put it together and says, "My woman is not those things, but I love her because she's mine." So part of the prettiest part of life is taking the good, taking the bad, and taking them both, and taking chicken shit and making chicken salad out of it, and showing the world that you have a voice, you exist, you matter, and no matter what the world gives you, you keep pushing on and you give the world your best. So, if you haven't been told, I respect you highly for doing what you do.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I mean, the song "Knock It Off" is good. I can't front, y'all. It's out right now on Apple Music. You know what I'm saying? But not only is the song good, the person that's delivering the message of the song is good too. Now, rarely will people give props to a good person. Nobody gives props to a righteous person. But when you do something that's good, you can affect change within the world. if there's one thing that you could change with your music, what would you want to change when it comes to change the world? I mean, with the world, with your music.
What would I want to change the world with my message?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that change the world with my message. I mean, because I'm living my truth. Like I said, everything that I spit is real. There's no cap in my rap. Everything pretty. So I feel like I don't know. I just want you to know. Like I want to inspire single mothers too. I want to inspire Black women. I want to empower Black women. I want,
But there's so much out that destroys Black women, and I hate that.
Especially
what you think about the Pop the Balloon show?
I don't really care for nothing. I don't really do the social. I do social media because whatever. But I don't really care for like the bad, like like the baddies and all that. Oh, I don't care for none of that.
But you know why I bring it up? You know why I bring it up? Because in today's society, we always had the Kevin Samuels of the world. Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. We always have Baddie Culture, independent man, independent woman, alpha man, sigma male. We have all that, right? But the most important thing about life is love, whether it's love for self or love that you share with somebody else. Love is the ultimate thing.
Yeah.
And somebody will always try to tear you down out of the lack of love for self or lack of love for others.
Yep.
What's the ultimate showing of love you give yourself that makes you the artist that you are?
The ultimate love I show myself. Ultimate love I show myself, I think, is me going to church and me praying. I think it's, that's the love I give myself because that's my happiest when I'm in church, when I'm reading this Bible, when I'm, Mama, stop it, Ma. That's the love I give myself, I would say. I would say my kids, I would say my people's my family, but I think it's God. Mm-hmm.
As you see, I'm not the typical hip hop podcast, am I?
Yeah, nah, you're definitely not at all.
We cooking tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Heritage Hip Hop. Heritage Hip Hop is with this is Karev, Heritage Hip Hop with Pretty P. She has a new song out right now called "Knock It Off." She has another project that's on Streamyard media called "Dysfunctional Kind of Love," which is really good. I mean, it gives you the other side of the game. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What other projects do you have out or are coming out that you want people to look forward to?
I have Knock It Off. I have I'm doing an EP with Child's Way. We got 6 songs on that. We're about to drop that. That's called The Pretty Way. I got an EP with Max coming. I'm not really sure when we're dropping that. We're dropping that a little bit closer to the end of the year. We haven't named it yet. I have Catherine versus Pretty P dropping on my birthday, 9/23. I'm dropping a couple little other projects, nothing major, but something for content. But I'm working on some stuff. I got The Pretty Way also.
Okay.
Yeah, Pretty Dangerous dropped already. Oh, Pretty Dangerous. You said Pretty Dangerous already, but Pretty Dangerous dropped already. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask you one more thing when it comes to music.
Mm-hmm.
How do you pick your beats? And how does the music speak to you to talk about what you talk about?
As my producer, Nandidi, would say, I have a certain number for her. I can't put her with everybody else's. It's a 1 point. He picked my beats. He just sends me the beats. He hear in his head. He said, "Oh, this is pretty." Okay. Lately, I've been doing my own thing. I just been all over. However I feel, that's what it's not always. I don't always want to be bouncy, But like I said, the pretty the Dysfunctional Kind of Love, that was not Nitty. Pretty Dangerous. I think one song wasn't him. The rest of it was not Nitty also.
Word.
Mm-hmm.
You are a superhero to me, boy.
Yeah,
thank you. I'm gonna keep it real. Y'all hear beats and get words that come from the ether and create songs. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that's a superpower because there's people who couldn't even do what we're doing right now. They get so scared to talk.
Yeah.
And yo, please, this is just me being me. The most beautiful thing of a woman I've ever seen is a woman sing or rhyme because it seems that you're uncaged. You're free to express and be the person that you want to be and give the world your emotions. So I want to ask you before we kind of end this. I want to ask you something. My teacher taught me that life is a school, and another one taught me life is a classroom without walls. What was the biggest experience that you went through that showed you that you can do this and you will do this?
The biggest experience I went through that showed me, man. I was I overcame an abusive relationship for 12 years. Yeah, I was down bad for 12 years. I mean, and I got out, and I wasn't financially stable. I didn't have I was educated, but not a current education where I can just go get a job, because I was a mom, mom and stuff. But man, I put myself in school. I got my place. I worked 2 jobs, and then sometimes overnight on a third one. My mom held it down for me, my kids, my sister too, and we're good, real good, actually.
And that's one of the best things that we could do is accomplish and not give up on our dreams. So I salute you highly.
Mm-hmm.
Before we do something else, before we do go somewhere else, I want to know, can you stand on your square? Tell everybody why you the shit. They should listen to your music and invest in you. Give them your social media and tell them why you the best. Go.
Well, my social media is _real pretty P. _real pretty P. The biggest P, the only P, the prettiest P. I mean, I'm always on there if you want to hit me up. Features. I'm only doing serious features. I'm not doing these features where y'all want to just do a verse and then there's no videos and stuff. It's just a waste of money. So I'm doing real features. I'm even ghostwriting. Hit me up. Mm-hmm. And I think I'm going to conclude with a freestyle for y'all.
Oh, no.
I can't freestyle?
Ladies and gentlemen, this artist has made the biggest mistake in the world.
Oh my God.
Not only did they think this was the end of the interview. Oh no.
Oh, it's not the end? Oh man.
Oh,
I'm hungry a little bit.
No. I said before we did something else.
Oh,
you can freestyle, true indeed, but not right now. Because right now, we're going to go into the rapid fire questions, ladies and gentlemen. The rapid fire questions are not yes and no questions. These are questions designed to show the intelligence of the artists and how deep they go into this culture. Now, see, Pretty P wants to show you her skill, but I want to show you how deep Pretty P really could be.
Oh man,
sis, are you ready for this?
No, not really, but let's go.
Yeah, they ain't tell you about me. Shout out to MJ, Hip Hop Connects, and
Shout out to MJ. Shout out to Nam Nitty. Shout out to my manager Gigi.
And now drop the ball. We're gonna get you right today. Oh yeah, it's time for them rapid fire questions. Are you ready to go?
Let's go.
All right, first question. What song or album from another artist perfectly describes you?
Oh my man, Tank. Oh my gosh, not the guy Tank. She's so underrated though. Tank. Mamas. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. Mamas, stop running, please. I'm on the phone. Tank. Get her, Gigi. Tank though. And her song is oh man, I'm sorry. My daughter's distracting me. I apologize. I think What Was Love or something like that. Her whole album from the top to the end. She helped me get over that abusive ass relationship that I had. Oh man. Her whole entire album. I listened to that shit maybe for 6 months and I got on my shit. Man. Oh man. Tank. I want to tell you the name of the album. I don't really know about her right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Tank is she used to rhyme and she sings. Tank is amazing.
And she's
Shout
beautiful.
Out to Tank, yo.
Winter's Diary 2. Whew. Yeah. Treat me like somebody. Yeah, that one right there. Mm-hmm.
Yo, shout out to Tank. Hey, I told y'all, hip hop saves souls out here. Mm-hmm. She's testifying right now.
I ain't gonna lie, because I was at the end of my rope, man.
All right. Mm-hmm. So here we go. Second question.
Mm-hmm.
What's the best beat ever made? Meaning, if this person never came out with this beat, it would have been yours and your first single.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine. Oh man, man, listen, Biggie.
Juicy, huh? Okay. Rest in peace to Notorious
Rest in
B.I.G.
peace, man. That would have. I told you I'm versatile, but that man, I did remix it, but yeah, that beat is
I
serious.
want to hear it. So you send it to me. I want to hear that freestyle on that.
Absolutely.
Please. I want to hear that. That's definite.
Mm-hmm.
Hip hop is all about identity. And unfortunately, I got to ask you this question because you're controversial.
Yeah.
Who the hell is you're the real Pretty P, and then I have the original Pretty P, and then anybody else. What the hell's going on with that? Can you tell me?
The original Pretty P is actually not the original anymore. I think her name is Pushin' P Podcast now. I don't know. We're both pretty. I guess she was Pretty P growing up. I'm Pretty P growing up, and she's from Coram. I'm from Bellport. You know, listen. I lived in Coram for 6 years with that abusive ex of mine with a Q50 that said Pretty P on the plates, and I could send you a picture because it's bad too. But I've never ran into her. I started rapping. I started making noise. I've been making noise lately, like to the point where they hitting me up. Look, I want to pay you to come out. Oh, come on. I need you to host. I need you to come to the strip club, the bartend, and she hearing and she, you know what I'm saying? And now she's trying to pop out. And I get it. Listen, do your thing, ma. But I ain't giving up no name though. That we ain't gonna do that, unless we gonna battle for it.
And that's what I was going to say. A lot of times in hip hop, when people had similar names or something like that, it was a battle. We had the real Roxanne versus Roxanne Shantae. We had all this stuff.
She said she doesn't want to battle me. She said she don't paint. She said she paint pictures Picasso. She don't battle. She said. So.
Wow.
Yeah, but I'm ready. I'm ready to battle because I can't. I don't like the. I don't really. I just want to make music for the people. But you're not gonna bully me. Not in this music because I'm. Everybody think I'm young and I got 3 kids. I'm old. I'm older. I'm a little older.
You're experienced. You're not
I'm experienced. I mean, you know what I'm saying, but everybody thinks I'm so much younger than what I am, right. Like I'm not. I got kids,
Yeah, you're experienced.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep it. Let's keep it in out of the baddie culture into keeping it pretty. All right.
Oh, everything pretty around here.
What's more important to you, the wordplay or the flow, and why?
Everything pretty. I think the flow. My flow is. I ain't fucking with my flow, man. My flow is crazy, but my wordplay is crazier. So both.
Oh, so both.
Yeah.
Okay, can't pick one or the other. I respect that. If you had to put yourself in the '90s era, how would you stand out from your? How would you stand out from your heroes? How would you make your heroes respect you?
Oh man, because I feel like my heroes, I could do it better than them. I feel like I could do it better than them. I mean, I'm a little different. Like I said, I do everything. This is me. This is all my dressing, my styling. I'm the one who designing my hair. Like I'm not doing it myself though. But I'm like designer. I'm going there saying, yo, I want this and I want this. If you see my everything pretty party, man, boy, I got a lot of compliments on that pink hair. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's all me. Everything's me. Like the writing is me. The designing is me. The how I want my team to look is me. That's me.
Damn, I ain't get an invite. But she ain't know me then, so it's all good.
Now you know me now, so
yeah, we gotta fix that, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Long Island is known for having some of the deadliest artists, MCs in the world. When you're an islander in hip hop, whether Long Island, Staten Island, whatever, you out there. Keep it on your land though.
Mm-hmm.
If you can represent your land, who would be I think Crooklyn Dodgers was the best representation of hip hop because they took Brooklyn around the world as a hit song. If you could represent your land, who would be 3 artists that represent your land the best, and who's doing the beat in your opinion?
And these are artists that are like me trying to come up, or are these artists that are already
whatever you want from Long Island only?
So first of all, I'm taking Not Nitty with me. I need Not Nitty. And I'm taking my engineer T1 with me too, because he ain't going nowhere. I need him to come right with me too, because he can mix it. Oh man, he's nice. But artists who I'm taking with me, Eminem first. Oh, I can't take none else. I got to take people that are like me.
Long Island only.
Oh, Long Island people. I'm gonna take Aisha Hall. I'm gonna take her ass with me. I'm gonna take Aisha Hall with me. I'm gonna take you said 3. I'm gonna take from the island. Who is grinding like me right now? Who is grinding like me? I'm gonna take Max Foreman Boy with me. He is grind. I'm not even gonna lie to you. He drop a video every Friday. He do 2-3 songs a week. All right. I'm gonna take Foreman Boy with me, Max Foreman Boy, and from the island. Oh, I really won't take nobody else with me. I don't know.
You can stop. There's three of y'all.
Yeah,
You got your
oh,
producer.
yeah. I'm nominated. I don't know. I don't really. Mm. I gotta get. I'm trying to get off. I'm trying to get to the city now because everybody on the island hating on everybody. Everybody want competition. It sucks, but everybody.
Well, that's New York. New York is the Game of Thrones. Whether
Yeah,
you
it's
from
terrible.
Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, Harlem, whatever,
Mhm.
everybody got to be the best in their borough, and then they got to go to war with the other boroughs to be the best in the
Mhm.
state.
Mhm. Mhm.
And now you got Griselda and all this. I mean, New York is just
Stop.
an explosive kingdom of explosive landmass of kingdoms that's all fighting for recognition and attention.
Stop it.
But I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
Does that not hurt New York?
Yeah, it hurts New York. We look stupid. We look like we can't stick together. When you go to other states and man, it's terrible, man. Everybody's sticking together. Everybody's promoting each other. They going to each other video shoots out here. For me, I feel like us competing against each other hurts us. I feel like it. It makes us go harder, absolutely, because it make me go hard, man. But I feel like it hurts us in the end.
I think so too. But when you say everybody, it's
I
not
mean,
like that.
not okay, not excuse me,
I
not
get you.
everybody, but you know
No,
what
I
I
get
mean.
you.
I mean the
Yeah.
majority of the people that I be trying to work with people. I be trying to do different things. I be trying to, you know what I'm saying? And it's like everybody want competition with me. And it's like, I'm here for it. Let's do it, mom. But then they want to take it physical. I'm not with that. I got kids I gotta live for, man. You know?
Yeah, that's whack.
Yeah.
We ain't doing that. But I will say this. When people finally realize that competition can also come with cooperation,
Hmm.
I think that will be when people start to win and we get back a lot of the things that we lost. Because I'm going to keep it real. You know what New York always killed the game with? When was the last time you heard of John Bleeze or Bear from TV or a 4321 upcoming artist and they all just doing it?
Hmm.
That's what New York is missing. I can't even lie. But shout out to the Empire State, because at the end of the day, hip hop was birthed there, and until they get it right, hip hop's gonna be weird till I get it right.
It's gonna be weird. It's weird.
Yeah. Let's give a throwaway question. How'd you like being on the Heritage Hip Hop Podcast, and would you recommend us to any other artists?
I would recommend you. I have a whole bunch of artists. I'm gonna recommend everybody to you because it's dope. Every podcast, I'm sorry, respect MJ is dope. She's so dope. But every podcast I've done so far for her has been the same exact questions they asked me. Hasn't been a curveball, hasn't made me think, hasn't made me like, whoa, I don't know. I haven't thought about that, So this is dope and I appreciate it.
I appreciate that. I got 3 more questions to ask you, and then I'm gonna let you get back to your baby because she wants you so bad. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry. I mean,
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I'm sorry, Mama. I will take your mommy away. You know what I'm saying?
He's fine. It's bedtime. That's why.
I got 3 more questions, and I wanna respect you with the best questions I can ask out of your music. Okay. Hip hop does a piss poor job of saying thank you, and hip hop does a piss poor job of appreciation. Have you felt appreciated yet? And what would it take for you to be appreciated?
I am not appreciated. I feel like I'm so unappreciated. I feel like for me to be appreciated is recognition. I want bigger artists to recognize me. I feel like I'm working so hard and I'm making a statement and I'm like I said, there's no cap in my rap and I'm putting so much money behind me. I want to be recognized by a bigger artist or multiple bigger artists. Somebody from New York preferably, but you know. I know. I'm just saying.
You may have to leave to get that.
I know. That's what everybody's telling me.
I hate that because even where I'm from, I was told I got to leave from here to go somewhere else to blow. But
yeah,
I wish you the best because it's hard when you got a family.
I wish you the best too. I know. Oh man, it's real hard.
Nobody understands how some people like, yo, we going to South by Southwest. When? Tomorrow? You coming? You like, no.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I've had so many answers.
Yeah. Yo, Summer Jam tomorrow. You want to go? Yeah. I mean, it's tomorrow though. I want to go, but I can't.
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
And there's nothing like when you go out and you do all this stuff, and then you think about your little ones at home, and how you miss them or they may miss you, and you got to balance. I want to do this, but their feelings. So here's a question I usually ask artists that people sleep on. What's the biggest pain hip hop has brought to your life that you had to overcome?
Me being away from my kids. I feel like this music is like everybody wants you to do a show, and if you don't do a show, it's like you don't get that recognition that you need. So, and I've been away from my kids. I mean, now I'm learning more to how to balance it, and I think I'm overcompensating with gifts. I really think I am, because there's just too much going on in this household. But it's me being away from my kids, me not being able to spend that time at nighttime with them, or having a show at 7 when their bedtime is at 8. I can't read a book to my daughter every night. You know, I gotta call on the phone and say I love you, say pray. You know, that's like brush your teeth and yeah. And it's because everything's at nighttime. Why there's no shows during the day? Why there's no, you know, like why the studio time not during the day? You know, why can't we meet up and do the video during the day? It's like, and it's you know, it's hip hop. It's nighttime. It's sex. It's, you know, dancing. It's having drinks. It's, you know.
But it can be in the day too.
No, I can, but it's usually not. Especially if you're working with a male.
I get it, but you know what? One of the biggest things hip hop learned from Eminem was when you dictate your time, you call your own shots.
Yeah.
Because I was told by an artist, Eminem, yes, Eminem, I get it, y'all. I get it.
I like Eminem.
But when he works from 9 to 5. And that's it.
And
there is no nighttime with him. And you got to meet him on his schedule. So I pray, like I said, I pray you succeed and get to that where you're happy and you don't have anybody else to dictate your time. Okay. Well, we're going to close this interview out with one more question. It was a pleasure having you. It was a pleasure meeting you. I wanted to make sure I did the most honorable thing a person could do that interviews you, that talks to you about your art and not focus on your look or something explicit. I wanted people to actually get to see that you are a real person. And as a real person, you deserve the respect to be given as a person first, not as just an artist. So thank you for that. And I appreciate that. All right.
Appreciate it too.
So let's have some fun. Here's the last question, okay? 500 years from now, because y'all got a Long Island Hip Hop Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I know you do. So 500 years from now, in the Long Island Hip Hop or the National Hip Hop Hall of Fame, people are going to see Pretty P, and it's going to be your picture on the wall. But 500 years from now, somebody's going to push a red button, and your AI is going to pop out the wall, and people are going to hear your music, and you're going to inspire people 500 years from now. What is the legacy you leave behind that made the world better because you made hip-hop music?
Because I made hip-hop music. Oh, like I said, I rap about everything. I rap about how I'm working full time, doing music full time, taking care of my kids full time. I got to cook, clean, wash your clothes, and got to take care of the man too. That is not really my man, but that is my man when he's home. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, I'm rapping my truth, and I feel like a lot of women relate. So I want to be known for being a real ass bitch, keeping it real. Stop it. Oh no! Wait! I can't hear you.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. There we go. Yep.
If hip hop really is a culture, then the lyrics, the beats, the rhymes, even expression has to fit real life, and it has to have people relate. So 500 years from now, I want people to remember you as a real person, but more importantly, be a truthful person at that. May you and your children and your family not only get greater, but benefit from your sacrifices, so also the beats that you spit on, because at the end of the day, you're one of God's vessels. And as being one of God's vessels, you're part of his heritage, and his heritage is hip hop. And that's why we named the show this. And I thank you for being a part of this. And most importantly, I wish you the best and for you to succeed.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
And if y'all agree out there, leave a comment, Make sure you go to Bandcamp or wherever her music is. Make sure you buy the music. Stream it if you like it. But if you like it, buy it.
Buy it.
Because we want to put money in her pocket, and we want to ensure that she succeeds and able to do not only righteousness for herself, but for her children as well. You agree?
I agree.
And with that being said, this is Karev at Heritage Hip Hop, keeping it pretty.
Pretty.
We're Pretty P. We say peace.
Peace.
And we out.
Real hip hop. Real hip hop. We here. Real